Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the 100K Bink for Bust Bankroll Challenge. We're on day 83. Bankroll is about 7150. Um, so basically, we're taking 6 to 8 months to try to run 2500 up to 100K. Um, went on a tear off the top and ran it up to 10,500. Since the dip is 65, and now we're back to 72-ish. So we're on a bit of an upswing now after a pretty large downswing. So hopefully we can kind of get back to our winning ways. We got to try to avoid to keep this up for too long. We just got a warning about a community strike for allegedly promoting illegal online gambling, which is BS. So we have argued it, and they're saying because we weren't talking about the site, we were just talking about the games that were available, and we had the lobby open for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, that was apparently a strike. So, or warning prior to. So hopefully we can get that removed. So we're back to having, just a warning prior to getting a slap on the wrist or something like that. But again, I think that's BS anyway, so hopefully somebody will review it and delete that from there. But anyways, we had a pretty wild day yesterday. Bring that up. Let that load in. Tables are looking, I can't even first even bring this up. Tables look really good right now. I didn't get a very good seat here in the bottom left. Flowerful is unknown to us. They're sitting NL 100, NL 200, and sitting NL 500 heads up. So potentially a new Euro hanging out. That's usually the go-to blame for somebody willing to sit all those tables, but they're also not really sitting or they're not sitting NL 50, just NL 100 and the looks of it. So, anyways, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, yesterday was wild. So we were up 2, then we were down 5, and then we ended up 100 and up 300 in EV. So pretty swingy day, I'll tell you that much. But played 5,000 hands. Would have placed pretty decently on the leaderboard, so happy to grind out of that hole before the end of the day. Kept our profits from the week up there, so King 9 off. Got a bit of a fishy here, I think, in the big blind. A little bit. Yeah, played pretty straightforward post flop. And, tighter regs on our left, so pretty happy to bet there. Definitely going to be betting this board for value. Doesn't have ace queen, king queen suited, anything like that. Fold to 9-4, fold to 7-5. But yeah, overall, pretty good. I guess we better pull the stream up as well. Fold king 9. So that is the challenge. We are in month. They're heading into finishing off month 3, which originally planned would be going from NL 200 to NL 5K. I keep getting this content review guideline. I've submitted the appeal. It's just the same warning each time it pops up. It's BS for sure. Don't even mention joining the site on it. It's BS. And even if I did, the site's perfectly legal. So we'll see. And if they do say it is, then we're going to need to get some clarity on that so we make sure we don't do it again. whatever it was, but it was literally a 15-second clip of me showing how dead the cash tables were and what was running for like tournaments and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, we're definitely gonna call here for even full pot. Definitely call. The second pair. He bombs it again. We'll just let that go. No interest in stationing down against the fish when they are telling you exactly what hands they have. And we are on the 1-2 lists, and we are slowly getting access to the 50-cent dollar tables. Hopefully they stay pretty good. 28 hands, played 11%. So it looks pretty nitty, that's for sure. 13 hands, played almost nothing. Keep an eye on that. So got another whale here. Okay, raise the 10-6 suited. It's funny how much of a difference there is between NL50, NL100, and then between NL100 and NL200. Like, there's just significantly more fish at NL50 than NL100 and NL200. Value at the ace here. But the regs at NL100 are still pretty bad, just like super nitty and tight, no bluffing, just like play your ranges and go. That's why there's such a swing in the BBs per 100 between NL50 and NL100. And then there's a massive skill level difference between NL100 and NL200 regs, for sure. Probably should just 3-bet the 8s here. It's kind of stupid just to call there. There's just going to be so many like overcards that come. And their hands are just going to be too random to do much about it. I think we stab on the 4 turn spade. Okay, so we got the stream up. It's all good. Try to remember to shut it off right away. Yeah, that's just a bad play with the 8s to not 3-bet over here. 8 deuce 3. We'll go really small just against the 2 fish. I don't think we need to go, bigger than that or anything. Brave Sir Robin, 4 bets, pretty small. We are in position. We will call that. Okay, pretty quickly just goes half pot. We do peel 1. And then we'll probably just fold if he blasts again. I don't really think he's going to be bluffing ace-king often enough, especially when a queen rolls off. It's going to be like the #1 shutdown card with ace-king. Happy to call flop, though. Like, that's just like a pool fold. Once you know if like the players are 4-betting light or willing to barrel, then obviously you're going to be calling down with your overpairs. But against unknowns, we just pretty straightforward. And if he's like 4-betting and then betting, just the 8s. Again, because the queen is one of the worst cards in the deck for his range. Obviously, if he has ace queen and stuff, he's going to keep blasting, but that's kind of the point as well, right? It's like unlikely he keeps blasting once we call flop and the queen rolls off on the turn because we have so much like king queen with, a backdoor. Fold the deuces. J7, pretty good. Mondays are always really good because everybody's got their rake back, so the tables just fill right up. Okay, we're going to check call here with the ace-10. Checks, so we're just going to go for value now. Pretty much no world, he checks back a jack, and if he would have raised our turn bet. we can just easily kind of fold and move on. Okay, interesting. Raise, he calls. Put in a small bet and then double barrel. It's a good card. I don't expect him to check raise much without like a nutted hand, so we will bet again. Does call again. Probably just has like Queen X, I guess. I just have to give up. Nice. Crazy that he called twice in the 5. King 9 suited, 3-bet, fold to 9-5. Ace 10 off. Against cutoff button, we 3-bet. Against middle position, I'll just let it go. Especially against somebody who's opening a tighter range. Okay. It's a pretty good flop for us. And we will just be calling off. It's a terrible river card. All the queen 10s get there, all the flushes get there, all the like hands that he's bluffing like ace 10, ace queen, they all get there. Thing is, most ace X shove flop with what his stack size was. Guess we just let that go. That's close. Okay, raise the ace queen suited. Okay, got a pretty good spot here on this 1-2 table. We'll just mark it so we know. And raise, 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 raise. Yeah, we'll see bet the ace queen here, even at a position. And we'll value bet the queens here. And 10s. And we'll bet this at a position. And we'll bet here. And we'll double barrel here. Double barrel here. Double barrel here. Fold here. Against GFMLU, who doesn't 3-bet often enough, probably just let this go. Brody does not like to fold. Probably just check give up here, I think. And we call flop. And we'll squeeze the queen jack suited. Fold 5-3. Go small here in top left. And we'll limp it with the jack 8 suited as well. Put down with the ace king. Fold here, take it down with jack queen suited. Okay. 10-9 off. He will limp in here. Fold, 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 fold. I think we'll check raise here at the 9-10. We block some of his ranges here, and there's a bunch of Turk cards that are good for us. Probably not the best hand to check raise, but I think it's also fine against him. Okay. Somebody double up with the aces over here. APK, aces versus ace king, all in pre-flop. Yeah, whatever. 5-4 suited raise, fold here, fold 10-5. Small bet here. We could raise this, but given his stack size, we get shoved on a lot with any like queen or king, so we'll just call. Checks, and we'll just value bet straightforward. Queen 8 off. Against middle position open to 2.5 is still a defend. Close though. At 6 suited, it's close. Mandatory 3-bet here with the Queen Jack suited for sure. Ruby Jones 3-bets. We will defend this. Pretty good flop for us. We're ahead of all of his like Queen King, Ace Queen, Ace King, hands, Ace 5, Ace 4, stuff like that. Obviously like 6s and 7s. He goes really big though. Value bet here now. And we'll bet small here. We saw him call down with bottom pair, so he's gonna have a huge range. It's a really big bet from him. I think I'll just let it go because of that. It's not huge, it's like 60%, but it's relatively large. Really good turn card though. Raise the jacks. We're 3-bet the Ace 5 suited. Okay, pretty good flop for us. Now we just talked about him going pretty big, but we're actually going to go even bigger than that. And the reason being that this guy is, I think we still go for value at top right. He's just a mega fish who's calling down a ton of hands, so we just want to bet. That's crazy thing. It'd be lovely, like a Queen of Hearts, and he just has like a flush draw. Just gonna think for like 2 seconds here. We're gonna defend the 6s, call the quads. Oh man, Ace Queen Hearts one time. He checks. We didn't just kill our action by not shoving. Queen King. Misclick here at the 7-5, obviously. We're not gonna do anything but fold if somebody raises. 3-bet the aces, fold here, fold the Jack 5. I mean, theoretically, none of them have like a really strong here. Aces, kings, ace, king. Why is this not loading in? Can't be on that. There we go. All right. Back in action here. Stream's good. Fold the 10-8, fold the Jack 3. I guess we'll stab now. Once it checks around. Pre-flop. 10-6 deuce. We're just gonna do mostly C betting against the fish. Just small C bets. Percent pretty much. Fold Queen 10. Check here. And just for sure double barreling on the queen. APK 3-bets. We're gonna 4-bet the queens. This guy's like super tight. He's never 5-bet shoving anything worse. Does call. We'll check here. That's a terrible turn card. Nice. It's just terrible because it kills our action against 10s and jacks and stuff like that. And like the fact that we don't have ace king and he called a 4-bet makes it like way more likely that he does have ace king. We still want a small bet for value against like 10s, jacks, 9s, stuff like that, and not kind of get stuck. Card dead here at the 1-2 table. Okay, we're gonna ISO the king jack with a limper. Fold 6 deuce. Ruby Jones. 3-bet the ace queen suited. Fold the 9-7, fold the king deuce, fold the queen 10. Yeah, it won't be a super long stream, probably an hour as usual. It's usually all the time we have in the mornings, unless we're up at 4. we're not today. Okay, against Attila, we'll just check to him. Checks. Bet turn. Probably just, yeah, I was gonna say probably just mostly folds everything there, and we'll raise the king six suited. I guess I'll let the king queen go, just because Omar's been seems to be pretty tight, even with his like open limps. And we check back on the king. King 10 jack is fine. We can also bet there. That's also fine. And we'll 3-bet to 11 with ace king. Fold here. He checks. He will value bet now. We'll 3-bet the nines. Okay, win a couple little hands. The 1-2. Fold the deuce. Fold the 10-8. 8-4 clubs. Fold. Fold 26. King jack off. We raise. Okay. And we're just keeping an eye. The 1-2 tables we're playing because they're, we're not quite rolled there yet. We're close. Fine to take shots at them. But mostly we're playing them because there's a fish on each table and we're on their left. Flowerful just seems super nitty. Don't know much about him. We don't know much about him. We're gonna 4-bet the 9, or hold 4-bet the 9s, I guess, or whatever over his ISO. We will bet the ace 3, fold the 9-8s. Ace queen for half pot we'll call, bunch of backdoors and stuff. And we'll defend the 8-6 suited. We'll fold to a double barrel on a deuce. We don't have much equity there. We will value bet the ace one more time. He checks to us. Just fire a little blast. Calls. And cake. He's pretty stationy. I think we'll just check down here and show down the ace. Okay, shows the ace queen. Probably if we're going to bet that flop, we just need to go bet. We'll defend the queen 3, I think. We will 3-bet the ace 3 suited. Fold queen 6, and definitely fold here in the top left. Make sure you guys leave some comments, suggestions. If you think it's too many tables for the stream, let me know. We can probably keep it down to 6 when streaming. Don't think that'd be much of an issue. So we're not sure what to think about Flowerful yet. Wonder what the best play here is. With 51 in the pot and only 65 behind, we do have like minimum 12 outs to the nuts. I think we just jam it in here. Right, check the king 4. Just puts him to a decision, right? We're going to be flipping no matter what he has. Doesn't matter what he has, we're flipping against it. We definitely argue check raising here as well on the 1-2 table with the flush draw. I imagine he checks or over bets. Now he goes small. That's good. Just call the flush then. We hit the 4. It's a very good card because now we're beating like all of his bluffs. Nice. What an insane spot. Oh, sorry. Holy moly. Allergies are coming in hot. Okay. It's interesting. So, most of me wants to call here, to be honest. Five, 6 gets there, but he 3-bets most of those. We do block his most likely bluffing hand if hearts, but people also will shut down hearts if he's bluffing there. He doesn't do this with a 7. I don't think he does this with queen. I think he 3-bets 7s and queens. Could have like queen 7. But he went so small on the turn that makes it unlikely he's going to have like a really strong hand. Probably going to call here. If we're wrong, we're wrong. Like he could easily have like 7-4, 7 You know what I mean? But realistically, he would have gone, I think, way bigger on the turn with. I think I should just call here. He just would have gone way bigger with all this really monster hands. Like I feel like I have to call here. It feels kind of bluffy. Um, it does suck when we lose, but I think, yeah, I think this is just a hero call spot. Wow, interesting. Went really small on turn. Set on double flush draw and straight draw board. Check, check, fold, fold, fold. I hate that guy. Um, but I do have him tagged as a nit, so maybe we should just fold there. But like that turn bet is horrendous. Okay, what happened here? Check, he checks. Okay, we're gonna value bet on the turn. So yeah, he got me. He got paid off because he made such a massive blunder on the turn with that bet sizing, unfortunately. But like, you know what I mean? To go 60% on that turn is like fucking insanity. Uh, they could be maybe trying to milk it. I don't know. But to me, that's like bonkers. It's just you just miss it on so much value. Mind you, he did get paid on the river with the overbet, but like that's the reality. Like, you know what I mean? The only way you're making any money there is by me hitting that four and him making the huge blunder on the turn that we didn't think he would make that big of a mess of. I think we fold to Ruby Jones. I'm going to call the king here. Checks, and we're going to go for a little bit of value with the king jack. Snap called. 9-8 suited. We'll 3-bet sometimes just to mix it up. I think this is a good spot against a fish. What happened on the other end here? Guess we just weren't involved in most of them. Obviously, it's a really good turn card. We're going to call that. They both check. I think we have to go for value here. And we'll defend the sixes in the big blind. Squeeze out a little bit of value there. And we'll fold jack 8. Ace 6 ISO. Definitely just built a little bit of a pot and just ISO against him. Take the post flop action from him. And I think we'll check raise the gut shot here. Snap fold's good. What happened here? We raised. Flop goes check check. He bet turn. We call. He bet river. We call. Yeah, we just have to call down here with the king jack. Check here. Fold the knight 3. Check the king 7. Fold queen 3. And I think we go for value here on the 7. After it's got check 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 check. And we'll bet here. And we 3-bet here with the aces. Maybe a little big there. Could be a little bit big on the sizing. And we'll value bet again with the king. Lose with this kicker, crazy. Fold the king 6, no action with aces. He goes 4x, call here, or just fold. We're going to be looking to play a ton of hands against Stevie Lee. That is a huge, huge whale right there. That's on our direct right with a big stack. A little annoyed losing that massive pot to this guy, but whatever. Again, I still like the call. I think the way he played the hand doesn't make any sense for strong value. He just happened to actually have the set. Like, calling the sevens pre, betting flop and then betting the turn so small. Makes no sense once we call. Okay. And we'll just fold all those hands. What happened here? We limp raised, he called. We're just gonna bet. Yeah. There's gonna be a ton of limp folding from limpers, right? So you can be a little more cautious against guys who semi know what they're doing and they just play like a limping strategy is, I guess, something to pay a little bit more attention to. No action with aces. Definitely ISO the king 10, fold the king 5. Fold the 9 7. We are going to ISO the ace 9 suited. Check back the king queen. Okay, we're going to go bigger here because we want value with our king 10. Against like, 6, 8 9, 7 8, jack 10, queen 10. All those hands are in his range. Raise the 4s, fold the ace deuce. I'll check back here sometimes. And we'll value bet the king queen. Stevie Lee checks, we'll bet. And we're going to value bet now. And we just snap check back here on low 10. River card. Good turn, bad river. Okay, kings, opportunity to get that loss back. We get a limper. We're going to ISO that. Fold the 10 deuce off. No action at all, unfortunately. King 6 suited, we will raise. And we get 3-bet with ace 2 suited. I think I'll just let it go this time. It's probably not right, though. And we'll 3-bet the 6s. They're pretty cuspy. 6s, fold, raise, depends who you're up against, how you think they're going to play. And we're definitely going to check call the ace 5 suited. Jack 10 suited gets 3-bet here. And we get 3-bet again. Check here. Jack 10 suited against small 3-bet. We will call. Von Jing checks back. It's interesting. I think we probably bluff river now when 4 straight comes in. Just snap calls, fuck's sakes. That's the stuff that doesn't annoy me. Alright, let's get back to just our checking ways. Enough bluffing. I think we're just going to leave this table as well. Here, the 1-2. Okay. Bet queen 3 for value. Raise the ace king. Probably just call if we got 3-bet by flowerful, to be honest. Alright, this was a good start. It's 3-bet. Whole 4-bet, I mean. The aces. Hope to run into like kings or something like that, or ace king at this point. I imagine he would have shoved kings. So we're just going to go small. Small on turn. And we're just going to rip the river. Nice. Okay, we lose again. All right, we're just going to leave this table here. Okay. It's a pretty good turn card for us. I think probably don't need to put more money into the... Need to stop getting the worst possible turn cards or river cards. Suit king being, the worst. And we're going to bet here with this under, and we just happily show down the queen at this point. Just disgusting, man. If only. I think this is a good spot to just bet. One, we can win some portion of the time, and two, it'll show us being willing to bluff, which could get us paid off by him on future streets. Okay. Ace four, fold, fold, fold. Let's get this thing out of here. Check the 5, fold here. Raise the king jack suited. So other than that 1-2 hand there, which again, I'm still happy with that call. Jack on the river. Been going pretty well this morning. All right, Stevie, let's do it together here. Let's get a 10 on the turn. Okay, fold king 10, offsuit. Actually, that's a raise. He thinks a little bit. Okay, we're gonna bet again. ISO the ace 10, fold here, fold here, fold here, fold here. Snap calls turn. All right, we just have to call here. It's way too many hands that he's gonna have that are beating us when he leads out. He has an ace for sure. If we had like ace king, we'd definitely be shoving there. And take it down with ace king suited on the 1-2. Fold the 6-5 suited. I think we just go for some value now. 3 to b7 suited. Ugh, what a brutal river card again. Man, this Bond Gin. Wow. Nice hand. Terrible run out. Definitely has my number, being a mega whale that he is. We just got to start calling more. Yeah, bluff. Okay. Check to. It just lets me know he's willing to bluff. Essentially, is all we're getting at there. Okay, checks around. Queen will change some stuff. I like a block bet here, to be honest. If I had the 8 of spades, I'd call. Maybe just take it down with a small bet. That's good. Multi-way, you're just all your bets are always smaller. So we are trying to run 2,500 up to 100K in 6 to 8 months. We are currently working through month 3, hopefully coming out of a downswing. 9, 10, pocket 8, yeah, we'll bet here. 8, 9, stuff like that. Hopefully coming out of this downswing. That we've, I guess we called King Jack. We've kind of been locked in for 39,000 hands or something insane like that. Definitely gonna be check calling the King Jack. Okay. He checks. Obviously, we call here over APK's bet, which is actually really fast. So it is a little bit suspicious. Beat King 10, lose to King Queen. Probably still need to go for value here with King Jack when he checks. Gotta assume he would bet Ace King, King Queen. And if he's willing to call like 6x there, then yeah. And we'll just fold the 9s to the shove for GFMLU. But yeah, that is the Bankroll Challenge. If you guys are just joining the stream, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave some comments, check out the other videos, see where things all went wrong. You can see how badly we were playing and running. We were running awful. Could argue a cold 4-bet here, but he's just looking to get it in, I think, most of the time. I don't think cold calling's good, so we'll just check. Here, he raises pre, we call, he bets this board. We're definitely going to call with top pair and a backdoor, depending on his sizing. Yeah, so he goes really big again. He probably just has an overpair most of the time. I don't think we have the equity to draw, so we'll just let that go. Could bluff some portion of the time, but I don't think so. Better than you hit the jackpot there the other day, so I'm not surprised to see him sitting 1-2. Beautiful to hit a jackpot and just come right out of our downswing with it. Fold the ace deuce, ace king off, we're gonna raise. Fold the 4 deuce suited. We probably will end up leaving this 1-2 table shortly. Just see if there's any. There's no other tables really to sit. Fold king 8. Definitely gonna bet here with the ace king. Again, given his stack size, like jacks, queens, they're all 3-betting to get it in. So it's ace king, king queen even probably. Defend the jack 10 off. Not a good flop. Could be worse though. He checks it. I think we'll just bet half pot. Stab at it. We'll just go 2/3. He'll check raise a lot here, but he'll just check fold a bunch too. If he thinks we're gonna give up too easily. Okay. It's a beautiful spot to ISO against Stevie Lee with pocket kings. Great opportunity to win a big hand. Okay, he calls. It's a good start. And again, he's going to be overcalling. Fold quick 10 with like 7s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, stuff like that. Okay. Calls and then tanks a bit here. I think I'm going to check and then value bet rivers. I might just be like really bad in nitty. I'm not sure, to be honest, but his limp calling range has a bunch of 5s and stuff in it. A really bad river card. Has a bunch of ace X, a bunch of 5X, a bunch of 6X. So I think we just have to shut down. Or just 10-8. Okay. Fold the 9-8. Fold the 9-8. Fold jack 3 off. Fold 7-4. Fold the ace 4. And ace 10 under the gun. Pretty close, but definitely a raise. Fold 5 deuce. Fold the 8-3 offsuit. Okay. This table right here, like there's always like fish just make you all your money, right? Like all our money on this table comes from Kalaya. All our money here comes from Stevie Lee. Same here, like Free at Last, GMFLU, Attila. Those are all like whales. And we'll just block it here with King Queen. We'll just defend the 4s. Matter 3 bets us. We'll defend the ace queen suited here. Okay. I think we'll just go for thin value again here. Raises, we'll just let that go. Fold 6-7. Interesting to see what Matter does here. We have 2 overcards and the flush draw. So we have a ton of equity. I wonder if it ever makes sense to overbet this. Probably not. We'll just go small here. The 9 should protect us from getting check raised by like kings and aces, I would think, most of the time. Because we have tons of 9s, like 8-9 suited, 9-10 suited, stuff like that are going to be calling. Half pot, we will call the 4s. That's just add river card, return card. Raise here, raise here. C-bet here, fold here, raise threes, fold here. King 9 against this guy will definitely value bet small. And we are going to have to bet here. Let's hope he doesn't have an ace and calls us. And we'll 3-bet the... Oh, missed it there. Too much going on here. Fold, 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 fold. We've basically given him a window to 4-bet there. I think we just go big. He's just so likely to have strong hands here. And we're just going to C-bet here on the ace-7. We do end up taking it down. He could have just had ace-king there as well. It's probably a big portion of his range. And we're going to value bet. A little small here, a little bit of a weak value bet, but that's what we want. So we're just going to go small and kind of keep his range as wide as we can. Try to get called down. I would just try to get called down by like 8x or 9-10 on the turn, stuff like that. 9-10 suited. Definitely 3-bet this sometimes. Definitely just call this sometimes. Matter's a relatively straightforward player, so I don't think we get 4-bet very light by him. Okay. And we called 4-bet here at the aces. We could 3-bet the ace-10, we could just call. I like to call a lot against better than you. And I will just fold that. Maybe a bit of a weak fold with the ace-10 there actually, but I think whatever. Fold 6-5, no action with aces there. And we'll just give up the queen-jack. Probably could have bet at some point. I mean, we're up 30 here, which is good because that cuts into that $80 loss we had in that other hand at 1-2. Okay, well, we have to bet the ace for value here because we know he's calling any 2 overcards, so there's nothing to do but value bet there. And we're pretty much not going to be able to leave any of these games until Stevie Lee leaves. So we'll just have to be late for work next to it. But I don't suspect him to last, honestly, that long. Okay, we're just going to go big here on this board. It's pretty wet. Get a lot of value out of draws and stuff. There's no straights out there, so yeah, we're just going to jam over him and expect him to get it in with draws. Oh, fuck off. Nice hit. It is what it is. You run into pocket 10s when you have a 10, and when you have top 2 and they have one of your sets, it is obviously what it is. The king 10 off, we will raise, and we'll raise the ace queen, and we'll defend the ace jack. This guy's just playing every single hand, and we've actually been folding too much to him, so we're probably just going to have to call down here. We'll happily just check down. Has ace queen, well. Raise queen 10, check the 7s, check here. We'll just fold the ace queen there, fold the ace queen there, something. That's, yeah, check there. 7 on the river. Overbet it, check back the 8. All right, so there's just too much going on. That's why we probably shouldn't have folded those ace queen hands at all, really. Just way too much going on there. Fold here. Fold the 8 deuce. Fold queen deuce off. Yeah, I think we're just going to kill off the 1-2 table. A little too much going on. I'm playing a little too poorly, to be honest. The 1-2 table. Ace king against Steve Lee's open limp. Obviously, we're going to ISO here. Ruby Jones will probably start to try to 3-bet us because he's going to want some action with Stevie Lee. Custom range this morning. I think we should be up pretty good, I would imagine. Yeah, we were up 3, dipped to 250. Makes sense. The ace 8. That is a pretty good flop for ace king. It's a pretty okay turn for ace king. I think we check now. Oh, he leaves. Fold here. What's gross is the fact that, like, if Ruby Jones bets here, like, he has such a nutted hand all the time. Like, I don't think I can call if he, like, rips this river because of who he is. Like, the world's biggest nit when it comes to, like, big pots. There's not a chance in the world that he bets this with King Jack with the flush out there, with me being such a big stack. Like, if he has King 10, he'll check back like almost 100% of the time. He did bluff 10s though, but it's shocking to me. It would have worked though, given his, even though he is trying to be more aggressive, but like given his, I mean, obviously it depends on his sizing. If he goes like 3/4 pot or less, we're obviously calling. But if he like jammed it there, I'd probably just fold. All right, we're just gonna value bet again with the ace queen, queen 7 fold, and we'll value bet here with the 8 on the king 8 deuce. Fold the 6 deuce. We did lose Stevie Lee there, our good friend. I would check down the 8 now. We beat lots of ace highs, but we lose to a bunch of like some better 8s anyways. Jack 8, queen 8, king 8, ace 8, pocket 9s, stuff like that. Let's go 3 bets. We're gonna call. King 10, 3 bet fold, whatever. King 10 suited 3 bet, obviously. I think we just fold to him, considering he's played 150 hands and has a 1% 3 bet. Probably just argue folding pre-flop, but it's too small of a 3 bet to do that. Ten 8 suited will defend. Right. Block 8-9, block 10-9. Probably just check raise here if he goes anything other than full pot. Block all the 9s, basically. Okay, does call. We got more equity, so we are going to blast this turn. Nothing else to do here given our specific hand. And if he does call, we're probably just going to give up on the river. Like, he has too much ace queen and kings and aces at that point, being under the gun open, which it is only 5-handed. Yeah, perfect card, perfect hand to bluff with. We have equity, double like gut shots, and we block all the trips. So definitely nothing to do there in my opinion, but to check raise and bluff at it. Okay, we'll raise the 4s. And the ace 5 will fold. Ace 10 offsuit we raise. 8-3 will fold. Okay, Ruby Jones with the 3 bet. So we do defend the 4s. And we'll just c-bet small here with the ace. Insta-clicked. Interesting. Interesting flop with the 8s. I think we have to call here, obviously with the back door to the nuts. That's right, the gut shot. To the nutty ball. Ugh. Interesting. And he goes 3/4 pot on that, eh? I think I'm just going to fold the 4s to that bet. It doesn't feel like ace king. Ace king would go smaller. Ace king and a light would go smaller. I don't know what the correct play is here with the ace 10. I feel like if we think we could have the best hand here some portion of the time, but like 1% 3 bet over 600 hands, barely any aggressive actions, I think probably just let it go. It's always hurts to see that, but I don't know if that's correct or not. Probably, it's a relatively small bet. Maybe that's just like really nitty, but again, like to get check raised and then blast it on, there definitely saying they could have queen 10 in their range for sure. Obviously, that would make it way worse calling there when they do have that in their range. Stevie Lee! Stevie Lee! Definitely just going to blast again here with the gut shot on the river against Stevie Lee, who we know is calling every single overcard or pair. And we're going to bet here. Definitely check call here. And we're definitely going to bet here. Check here. Fold here. Fold here. Fold here. A1, B2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, whatever. Beautiful turn card now for us on the river. Makes it less likely he has a certain set. We're going to call one more here with the ace-9. And I'm going to just jam this. Against GFMLU, he loves to call our overbets, so we're going to give him a chance to. We'll see if Better Than You fires the triple barrel. For him to be triple barreling, could be bluffing with like 6, 8 some portions of the time. Busted diamonds, he would shut down most of the time. Probably, it could be bad to fold to him against a triple barrel. Especially when the 7 comes off, it makes a little bit less sense. We could easily have busted flush draws and stuff, I think, too. Hard to say. It definitely wasn't bluffing. I don't know. Maybe that's a little nitty folding that river. It's hard to say. Really don't know. King 5 suited, we'll just let that go. We get to see what happened there. Another. Whoa. We really fold that? That's terrible. What the hell happened there? Distraction team. You're not paying attention? That's what happens. Bet 9 into 27 and we folded with the open ender and an overcard. That seems crazy. And a blocker for the jack. That's a terrible fold. Don't ever do that. Yikes. Too focused here and folded here. Unless I timed out, but I don't think I did. That is a bad, bad, bad fold. Huge blunder there. All right, anyways. Better move on from that. Okay, the king 3 here. We will check defend. Okay, our kicker improves, so that's nice. Checks around again to us. I think king's just going to be good enough here, so we'll just check it down. And we'll definitely call again with the king 3 here. I don't think he's double barreling with like an ace-x hand, so we'll pretty happily just check call if he were to bet again there on the river. The 8s will just fold here. 3-bet the ace-jack. And we'll better check for any other 50-cent a dollar tables with some mega whales on them. That'll sit right here. Fold the king 8, fold the 9-4, fold the 7-4, fold the 10-8 suited. Okay, pocket aces. 3-bet him. A little big there. That's too big. But if he has like aces, or kings, queens, stuff like that, we probably get a bunch of action out of him. Okay, calls, and we're just basically targeting ace queen here at this point. If he has like 10s or 3s, so be it. Just fold. Queen X, like when you have like aces and kings and the flop's a queen, like people I think play too tight to just like check to them, so I prefer barreling into them. Okay, raise the 4s, fold 4-3 off. Fold the ace-5. I'm just going to c-bet the 4s on this board. We're going to raise the king-queen. 9-7 suited. I think we're going to ISO. Raise the 3s, fold the 8 deuce. definitely see bet here with king queen. A little too small. Should be bigger there. King Malinawaski calls. We're gonna bet again when we pick up the gut shot. Yeah, that's not surprising. It's too small of a bet there by us. And we definitely call the threes here, especially when Stevie Lee comes along. Ruby folds, but Kalaya 88 calls and goes into the tank, and Donk leads into us. Okay. I guess we lose. I guess we just lose there. I don't think we're paying enough attention here because we seem to be ISOing and losing a lot to Kalaya, which should theoretically not be happening. Guess just give up on the threes, especially on the ace. Lots of when it's checked around like that, it's gonna be lots of aces. It's jack 10, 10, 9. Okay, 3-bet again here with aces. Getting a lot of aces this morning. Not getting much action with them though. Just a lot of folds, fortunately. Okay. And now we're gonna value bet. And 3-bet the queens. Just call. If he 4-bets, we'll just be calling. Rate the 5-4 suited some portions of the time. That being like pretty much always. We will be calling against the 3-bets. Raise the ace king. Fold jack 7. Okay, just calls. It's a pretty good board. Pretty good board for us. Start small bet. Could go half pot here too. He raises. If I'm going to call here, play cautiously if a heart falls. That's a very good heart to fall. It's a good chance he's going to go bet shove now. Whether he has hearts or he was representing hearts. We just have to check back. I don't think we can get the bet there. I think he knows we would check back and then value bet kings, aces, and a queen. So he could check shove here if he has like ace X of hearts or king X of hearts or something like that. Got a turn card for us. The funny thing is he tried to slow play it. I would think. Could have also just been on other tables. Fold the 9-6. Fold the 7-3. I appreciate you guys joining the stream. For those of you who are new, we're trying to run 2,500 to 100K. Bankroll is currently 72 as of the start of this stream. Defend the king 9. We were at 10.5 about 20 days ago or 21 days ago, something like that. And then we went on like a 40,000 hand downswing. I think I'm just gonna king here. I don't know. Probably had the best hand anyways if he folds. I think try to fold out like threes or like a deuce or something like that, or like better king. Fold 4 deuce here. The jack 3 suited 2.9 from under the gun. Yeah, I'm just gonna get involved there. The king 7 suited, I think we can 3-bet sometimes. King 9's a 3-bet, king 8's a 3-bet, I think. Not sure about king 7 suited. But anyways, yeah, trying to run it up, so we'll see how that goes. We are falling behind in the 6 month run, but again, the plan's always been 6 to 8 months. It looked like we were on a tear to do it in 6. We'll see how everything kind of plays out in the end. Raise the ace 4 suited. This table was really good with Stevie Lee. Stevie Lee's up here now. Hardest player to play any hands against in that position, so still played lots of hands with him, just way less than everybody else at the table, right? Okay, queen 4-7. It's actually slightly dry board. We'll go half pot on it though. He doesn't have queens. We know that much. Doesn't have kings. Doesn't have aces. Doesn't have ace queen. Doesn't have ace king. Probably doesn't have king queen suited. Queen jack suited. Sometimes people will call that. Ace isn't great. I think it's a limped pot though. Get cold 4-bet from GFMLU. We're gonna have to let that go. And we're just looking to show down the 5. Yeah, we'll just let that go, unfortunately. No need to hero call pot size bets. Oh, excuse me. No, fold to 10-6. Fold to jack 3. Alright. That's a very good turn card for us. They bet. I think we have to raise there, try to get some more money in the pot. It's a good card. Beautiful. Beautiful outcome. Sucks if they have an ace or a 6 for them, but it's probably the best turn card we could have got to get paid off. I'm going to check here, given how dry this board is. Okay, checks back. Now we'll just go small. Yeah, 6-4 exactly. Just brutal for him. I understand the bet too, because if I have like ace jack a bunch or something like that, how that hand played out. Sure, oh, we just checked in the big blind, but call. Raise, call. Glad I didn't scare him off, but yeah, the 6 kept him in there. Bang. Okay, perfect. Fold jack 3. I still like the turn raise though for value. If he was a shorter stack or something like that, you probably wouldn't have. You don't necessarily have to raise there. 9s are a defend against the 2.9. We're just running really hot today, guys. There's no way around it. I'm just like smashing every single flop. Okay, the ace king. We're going to 3-bets, and here we're going to check raise. He folds. The only issue with check raising there is if he has like a king, he might fold it because people are pretty nitty like that. But if in reality, if villains are like if he's folding a king there, then we have to like check raise every single hand we have against him ever, because he's folding like his entire range except for like completely nutted hands, right? So I don't think we can give him that little of credit or whatever. Could be like mass overfolding in spots like that. Especially on like a board like that with like heart draws and with flush draws and backdoor straight draws and all kinds of gut shots and stuff, you have to call at least one, especially for that check raise sizing. So probably just had like ace queen, something like that. Saw the king, c-bet it, and then I think we happily show down the ace here. Ace 10. Use a kicker. Queen 8 suited is a fold. Stevie Lee. Aces versus Stevie Lee. Let's go. He's never folding to the first bet. We know that much. Now he thinks, and he likes to call. So I think 60% is probably clean. Definitely doesn't fold a king. Definitely doesn't fold a draw, a diamond draw. We'll probably overplay king queen here. So we're gonna bet again. Uh-oh. Lose to jack 10. Lose to 9s. But it's Stevie Lee. Ah, man, I don't know what to do here. Do we just eat the loss against him? Where are we at here? We just eat the 100 big blind loss? Or is it just so bad to fold here? He's never bluffing. Jack 10. He has Jack 10. 31 to call. There's 90 in there. We don't need to be good all that often. We have all the ace kings and queens. He just limped in. I think I call. Oh, sorry, bro. That's nasty. I think he was bluffing though when he snap checks turn. Snap checks river. I think we have to tank this for a minute and then shove. Come on, Stevie. 8-9. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about that turn call, to be honest. But we're just running clean. Better definitely give him a story, man. We'll call the king first suited. That is so gross. I don't disagree. That is a heater of all heaters here today, folks, which is good. We needed that. We needed that run back. Better than you always folds to these over bets on the turn. I'm hoping one of these days he'll fight back against one when we just have it. This is usually a 4-better fold here. That's gross. We flop another boat here. Holy Moses. We'll call the 8s this time. It's a good time to call them. I guess we just stick it in here. Maybe that's a mistake. I just assumed he wouldn't fold this MQM 22 after like raising us. Interesting. Maybe I should have just called and let him bluff. And we'll just try to show down the 10. Do we win? We do win. Obviously getting it in here against singlism. There's queens. Ace king. Run it twice. Runs it once. Okay. Oh, we still got the Jack X to dodge. Ace. Still dodging the Jack. Nice. Fold the Jack deuce. We will call the 7s here. He'll obviously bet with his bluffs and check down a lot other hands. Nice. Stevie Lee does reload. That's good. It's 6:45. Not sure how much longer the stream's going to be and running. I do appreciate everybody checking out the stream though this morning. We peaked out at 10. That's always good to see. Been running pretty cold lately for the stream. Haven't been getting much action on it, but that's good to see. Try to take advantage of that, play as long as we possibly can this morning. We are working our way towards getting monetized, and we are getting pretty close, realistically. We should have 3,000 watch hours within the next week or so, and then it's just, yeah, it's just the home stretch after that. I think I'm going to check the ace-4 here. He checks back, and we'll just go for small. He probably just has like a blocked pair most of the time. We're going to stab the 10s here. I don't expect to win against 5 different villains, but the way we've been running, it's a good chance we just smash 10s on the turn. I think we fold 36 bigs. Oh, we lost. Wow. Didn't see that coming. Okay, try to get some back here. Check back the aces. Go for value on the river when he checks again. Nice. Clawed some of that back. Okay, interesting. So, with 2 callers, I mean, we're going to have to turn our hand into a massive bluff to get them to fold. So I think we'll just check back the 10s and call it a day. Some portion of the time, they're going to have like ace-10, ace-jack, 10-jack, something like that. But the odds of both of them having that are next to nothing. Oh, man. we check here, we just lose. That's the issue, right? So do we shove? I don't want to really go on winner's tilt and just expect to win everything. It's probably better to just be happy that we get to show down our hand and win like 1 out of 10 times or something against like pocket eights. Jack 10. Oh, there's one person had Jack 10. I think we didn't shove because he spiked the 5. We will defend the 8s. It's a pretty good board for us. Definitely check out calling flop. Fold the a6. Fold queen 6 suited. 5s will call. Fold queen 10. This table's pretty gone shit, so we're just gonna leave it. Definitely call the 8s here. Fold 7-5. Guess we just fold here and move on. Our habit's going into the tank. And he just blasts again. Probably just let that go. Don't need to be hero calling down for no reason. What happened here? 6s. Check. Call. Check. Check. That's all in call. 7, 8, 6. Oh god. Check rivers quads. What do you do? Slow playing like Nizzly hands though. Okay. Alright, so we are going to be ending the stream here the next couple minutes. I think we'll just play out our blinds. And then we'll go from there. He checks. We're going to value bet here with the 7, the nutted 7. And for 19 bigs, we have backdoor hearts, backdoor straight draws, 2 overcards. Obviously, we just have to jam this in. Hope for a fold. Jack. Okay, lots of outs. King 8. Okay, that's fine. So if you're watching, make sure you hit that sub button. Hit the like. If you guys are looking for a poker tracker of some kind, we use Hand to Note. It's in the description down below. You can follow the link, use my promo code, you get 10% off. Just try. All it does is just track your winnings and losses and like your stats for what you're playing, so you can study and stuff like that. There's no gambling related content to it. It just tracks your results for poker. And that's pretty much it, but it's really good, really good, high value for sure to help study and improve your game and kind of review some of your hands and stuff. So I do highly recommend it. I know a lot of the guys that I play with use it, and they pretty much all tout and agree how much better it is than like Hold'em and Poker Tracker and stuff like that. So I do agree. That is why I use it. So yeah, that was the stream today. Looks like we won about 450 or something like that. We were up at 6, ended up at 560. That's pretty good for 1,000 hands. Ran super clean. Still not sure about that call on the turn against Stevie Lee there. It's a pretty good flop for us. That flush draw. There's the jacks. Get called. We will 3-bet to the ace queen. Check here. 4 ways. We just have to check the jack here now. And we're just going to look to check down the jacks over here. We get multi-way pots everywhere. So a little bit extra losses here to clean the stream off. Okay, we win with the jacks. All right, let's get a free river card. Definitely have to call 1. Yeah. GG's on that table. All right, so hopefully